सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, महायोगी स्वामी उमानंद सरस्वती की जय. Today we are going to talk about pranayama. We have managed to touch yam, niyam, asana. Now we need to go to pranayama. Again, there are more than 12 to 16 pranayama which we could practice. I shall give you the names next time. But today we are going to have work only on first 3 pranayama. Friends, those who want to be gods, I'll just leave it at that. Whether God of compassion, God of love, God of kindness, God of, say whatever you look upon God as. Well, here are the mere tricks. Just 3 of them. Of course, you have to do it almost for 3 months at a stretch. And every time you do it, you have to increase the count. We need to reach at least, they say 80 times a day. It's too steep. But well, yes, if the enlightenment is a state that important for the seekers, then I think we need to become a little more focused on our sadhana. There are only 3 pranayams I am going to suggest. First, let me explain to you what is pranayam. Pranayam is the best way of purifying all the energy channels in the body. It is the most easiest way of cleansing the body. Simultaneously, it cleanses the mind. It cleanses the intellect. Not only that, when the entire nadis are purified, then the fire element in the human being, which contains this purifying flame in it, that shines as knowledge and wisdom. It falls in the description of Kundalini, but we will go to it a little later. Right now, I'm going to only tell you how to purify nadis, channels. And trust me, do it for 3 months. Start today. Do it for 3 months. And you let me know what the results are. Basically, you will glow. You will shine. You will feel light. You will feel you are in love with the world. Others will look upon you with affection, with kindness. Whatever the reason is, we won't worry about that. But both Shandilya Upanishad and Yoga-Upanishad, Yoga-Tattva Upanishad, they recommend these 3 pranayam. They are simple. They are actually only done to purify the nadis. If we talk about how many nadis are there, we will go to the details of the topics later. But we are going to talk of 3 main nadis. Ida, Pingala and Sushumna. They are 3 energy channels. Let's make it more simpler. They are the 3 channels through which we breathe. The left one is Ida, the right one is Pingala, and the center of the 2 is Sushumna. Now let's not worry about the other. There are many other, but right now we will only concentrate on these 3. We have to simplify the yoga, so concentrate on these 3. Now, we are going to talk of 3 more new words: Rechak, Purak and Kumbhak. Purak, you supply yourself with air through breathing. That is Purak. Nourishes you. Purak. It supplies you. It we call it in Marathi Puravne. That is to supply. So Purak is when you breathe in. Rechak is obviously when you breathe out. But now, before you breathe in and breathe out, there is one little gap which happens. Naturally, if you want, you keep your hand, your palm on your belly. You breathe in and breathe out. Just observe, don't do anything intentionally. You breathe in and you breathe out. And every time you breathe in, you stop for some time. You breathe out, you stop for some time. This is a fraction of a moment. But it's a natural arrangement. And in that natural arrangement, the stopgap is known as Kumbhak. Kumbhak. I had earlier told you the significance of Kumbhak. If you are given a set of cards with which we play, you shuffle them. If there is no one to play, some of us end up trying to make castles in air. Now, when we are making the castles of the cards, what do we do? When we are close to the cards, we don't breathe. Because you know, a slightest little breath there is going to make the cards fall. What does it tell? It rings a bell in the mind. Does breathing in and out help things to collapse? Does Kumbhak help things to sustain? Friends, we are going into a world which is making us wild. Wild. Our breathing is becoming rigorous and it's continuously excited. Of course, being happy is very important. But I just told you, what is going to help the world to be more creative, more created? What is going to help in creation? Kumbhak is going to help in creation. If the world has to continue, we must try and give that breath a little rest. Give that air a little rest. It's very important that when we breathe in, we withhold for some time. Then we breathe out. Again we withhold for some time. So, in yoga, this is considered as an exercise to purify the nadis, the channels through which the energy, the vital breath flows and supplies energy for the man to continue to live. Now, I am going to give you very simply, in a very simple manner, I am going to tell you. Normally, whenever you breathe in, you just say, just normal breathing. You make a count of it. It is like 3 times. It took me 3 counts by the time I took a small breath. I exhaled. It took me 2 counts. Now we are going to try and increase these counts. The first count is going to grow gradually. I'm going to show you with the fingers. I'm going to try and increase the number of I'm going to counting my numbers. They have to grow. I'll give you an idea how to count. I'll say, I have counted 4. You must have followed. And in that, I have breathed in with that count. Number of counts are to be multiplied later, so we are going to count them. Doesn't matter. Keep a steady pace here between your count and your breath. Let there be a steady pace. Let it be like 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maintain whatever count you want. So we'll just try and see. I'm going to try and breathe in and see. Done. 8 counts I took. Now I'm going to try and increase it. I went up to 16. Yes, I was breathing in. I was not stopping. I was gently breathing in. Gentle breathing. Just gentle breathing. Okay, we are going to do it again. Okay, 10 I did. Now we are going to do, we'll start with 10 or 4 or 6. We'll go gradually, don't worry. But basically we are going to try and reach up to 16 counts as we breathe in. Now the next step is you are going to retain it. Now this retaining might not happen in its first attempt. You may breathe out very quickly, but doesn't matter. We are going to try and gradually practice it so we can withhold it for 64 counts. That is 4 times the counts taken to breathe in. So first we will start with only 4, let's say. So if I say 4, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, just 4 times I'm going to count when I breathe in, and then I'm going to count 16. Let's see if we can do it. I did it. So we just withheld the breath for 16 counts. We can increase now the first rechak, the purak we will increase to 5. Then I'm going to put my hand down. So that means my kumbhak starts. Then again I start counting the kumbhak. Okay? So it's a simple practice. Again we will do it. I'm going to take 5. 5 fours are 20. So I maintained the kumbhak till 20 count. Now we are going to try and do the rechak part of it. So we breathe out. Normally rechak, it's not so easy to practice. You suddenly tend to breathe out, but don't worry about it. Just see that you inhale, exhale, but exhale it up to a certain count, which is twice the purak. So we are going to try and see, like, I'm going to start with, let's say 5. So when I breathe in it, I am going to count 5. When I withhold the kumbhak I think I will show you with this hand. Okay, the kumbhak I will show you with this hand. Then that will be easier. Okay, and then again purak I will take this hand. So first we are going to take rechak with this hand. So first we are going to take purak here, 5, then 25 here, 20 here, and then 10 here. Okay, let's say I'm breathing in. I breathed out. So this is a simple practice. Now we've got to try and increase the number slowly. We will be doing it up to 16, 64 and 32. We are going to go gradually. So now next step we'll take, let's say we'll take about 6. I think that should be all right. So we are going to breathe in with 6. Yes, we have to catch up again. We'll catch up again. So gradually try and reach up to 16, 64 and 32. I think I will let you all practice it today. Today, tomorrow, and then we will see after say 3 days whether the count can go up. I would like to try and do one more count for you if I can. Let's see. I'm going to try and see whether I can do 8, 32 and 16. So let's see. Come back to normal breathing. We have come up to 8. We are going to gradually go up to 16 counts. I think we can try it now. Let's see. Today my health is not so well, but I'm going to use this because this is the only way I can again purify my nadis. So I think we'll do it. Let's see, I'm going to go to 16 counts. Come back to normalcy. We start. Yes, here while Rechak is going on, our counting can go wrong, but doesn't matter, you have to breathe out. So Kumbhak is very important here, and therefore we are going to try. We've touched 64. Do it 3 times in a day. You can do it in the morning, in the afternoon and in the evening. Some people do it even at night. So let's say we will do it, we have to gradually increase the count from 1 to 80 times a day. 80 times a day. It's a lot. You'll say, I'll have to leave all my job and sit and do it. No, don't worry about that. You find 1 or 2 days in between to see whether you can work on it. But it has to continue for 3 months. It is a program. It is supposed to be done for 3 months, gradually reaching in 3 months for 80 times. So in the first month, let us say we'll divide it into 3 parts. Try and reach up to 25 times per day. So the third month you can go up to 80 times. Just do it. You never know. You never know. You never know how beautiful you're going to be. Trust me. Yes, whatever it is, you are supposed to experience something magnanimous here. I don't know. Well, I'm not going to reveal it. You have to practice it. You have to do it, and in 3 months, let's see what you come across. Friends, it's worth it because it's going to make you turn into almost a god. I think it's worth it. Shandilya Upanishad, Yoga.Tattva Upanishad, they recommend this for a person to become godly and divine. So try and do it. It's not so difficult. And let me know. We are going to, in my next video, talk in details about Kundalini. Because unless we don't know her, I don't know what we're going to watch about her. So we have to get more familiar with her actual description. And meanwhile, let's try and do pranayam for purification of nadis. More than these 3, no pranayam will be required, actually. But of course, as a study, I will give you an idea what is Brahmari, what is Ujjayi. But I think most of these are being shown by Ramdev ji. So those who wish to even look at his videos and practice the rest of them, please feel free to do so. As far as I am concerned, I am more attuned to the concept of being enlightened. So I think these 3 exercises will be enough to begin with. So try and let me know whether you have started your practice. Okay? And in 3 months, let's see what we can best be. This is Swami Radhikananda from Pune. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to watch my web page atmarupa.in. Oh, I need to yet refer to it myself, but let's say. Okay, friends, I am coming to USA. For all those who are following me from USA, I'll be at 4 different places. I'm leaving from here on 14th June. I'll be in Dublin, then Davis, then Dallas and Atlanta. Those who are interested in coming for our program on Kundalini Yoga at one of these 4 places, please send your name and address so we could give you the addresses of the places where the workshops on Kundalini Yoga will be held. This is Swami Radhikanand from Pune. Thank you.